Let me see. Okay, let's go ahead and get this discussion underway. Sonic versus Shulk. My boy. Okay, so Sonic is a character that frustrates a lot of people. What with Spindash being so unwholesome in this game, so unintuitive in some senses. Essentially, as a lot of you know, when Sonic spin dashes with his side B, he can cancel the spin dash by by shielding, and he can also release it, and when he releases it, it has a brief window of intangibility. And that brief window of intangibility makes it so it's almost impossible for a lot of characters to intercept it. It's just boom, yay, I just hit you. Ha 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 ha. Especially like you try jumping in with Nair, he's just gonna throw out the side B, he's gonna intercept it, he's gonna be good. Wow, step it up, come on, let's go. It's not a good time. So, this is the move I want to talk about first and foremost. So first off, when he charges his spin dash all the way, he can no longer cancel it with shield. It does not work. So right here is your opportunity to have him forced to release it. If he has to release it, he has no other choice. Like, there's absolutely nothing else he can do besides jump, and he can't really do anything out of jumping out. Unless I'm doing it wrong. Maybe I am doing it wrong. But none of the buttons that I'm figuring out do anything there. So, meanwhile, when he starts it up, he can shield, but he can only shield after a certain frame. Or rather, he can only release it after a certain frame. He can shield before that frame. So essentially, if you rush him down with a shield, you're now in the 50-50 situation. He keeps charging it, you can up B out of shield, you can do another, you can grab him, you can do whatever you want. If he shields and you just go forward and grab him, then you win the exchange because you just grabbed his shield. And if he doesn't release it, you can grab him as well. And if he releases it, then he zooms past you. And boy, oh boy, isn't that frustrating to do, is because now he's on the other side of the stage, he could do it again. Now, the thing is, when he does it again, it all depends on how the first exchange went. If you give him the stage for free, then he can do it again with no repercussions. But let's say, for example, he's charging it over here, right? You approach him, and you do this. The longer he charges, the faster he moves. So he's going to zoom past you. So he gets to the other side of the stage. But, what if you block the first hit? Then you run to the other side of the stage, hold shield again. Now you're forcing an option out of him. Since he doesn't have that much time, he's going to side B again, and this time he's probably going to have to release it quickly. He doesn't have all the time in the world to charge it. So, if he does release it, then notice he doesn't travel as fast. And in this position, you can punish him now. So, let's say you block, and then he does it. Let me slow it down to kind of show it. Oh, that's not the right one. Ah, that's... Okay, this is the best I can do. So, he does this. And then you can up B out of shield. I was a little slow on the draw there. But take my word for it, Shulk can up B out of shield when Sonic is not charged that much. Let me try it again. And that's pretty good. You can also, even when he goes max speed, if he just keeps on going to try to get away, you can chase him down with jump art. So let me fully charge this. Okay, I did it wrong, but essentially, if you buffer the back air, then that works, and it's spectacular. Let me try that again. Oh, wow. I am bad at video game. Okay, yeah, you can chase him down with just a full hop back air. It's beautiful. So, there are other mix-ups that he can do from this. So, like, Sonic can side B... Let me put the speed back. Sonic can side B, and then up B. Alright. Sonic can side B, and then back air, or maybe neutral B. He can do so many things. But if you hold shield, none of those things work. And if he up Bs, like side Bs and then up Bs, then you can catch his landing. Pretty obviously, because when he up Bs, he's forced to go in a certain direction. He has to either move, no, he has to down air immediately, or he has to just drift. And if he drifts, then it's pretty easy to just track him. He can air dodge, and if he air dodges at past a certain point, he lands with lag. And if he attacks, you can intercept them, especially a Shulk. With all this speed, you have nair, you have up tilt, you have so many things to trap him. You can catch his landing, grab him right before he lands, and then boom, 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 boom. It's a good time. Now, Sonic's weakest position was when he's at the ledge. He can snap to the ledge with his up B, for sure, from the tip. But once he's in this position, he doesn't have that many options. Like, he can fair, he can maybe jump on ledge and then spin dash, but notice the startup on that. It doesn't happen immediately. You can see it coming from a mile away. So if you stay a little bit distance from the ledge, you can react to whatever he does. Kind of like, just space him out with attacks, use nair to cover his options, reverse nair, and even if he comes at you with spin dash, the invincibility is not going to hit because this is hitting past that point. Now, another thing you could do is when Sonic is trying to, well, let me finish talking about the disadvantage. Essentially, yeah, you just keep him trapped on the ledge, you turn on Buster, you get so much. He tries to mix up with certain things, just trying to get past you, air dodge. You just, since nair is so safe, you can just cover it. It's so good. Beyond that, let's say you're playing in neutral, right? You stay at a distance where you can react to spin dash. And from that position, if you see spin dash coming, since you're not in its face, you can like jump in there. Or you can stay at this distance, past the distance where spin dash would have the invincibility, and you can land with nair and then land safely with this. And it's pretty good. Like, you have the capabilities of doing that. Just make sure you malk or do something else to keep you safe. Otherwise, you're going to take damage for free. And of course, Sonic is very fast, so he does have a large threat zone. He can just hit you before you can react from quite a ways away. But yeah, beyond that, it's just a matter of knowing what traps to look out for. Like up B off the ledge, you can hit that with your up B. You're generally pretty safe. Just make sure you distance yourself, snap the ledge when possible. All that good stuff. When you take a lead, you're just as capable of timing him out. Like Rexy said, ghost walking Sonic is life. You can go into jump art and just space him out constantly. Just boom, boom. Just he cannot catch you. And you go into shield art and make it so he can't really combo off of you very effectively, and his damage is reduced. But at the same time, makes it almost impossible to catch him because he can just zoom across the stage. But if he does zoom across the stage, you turn off shield art, and then you chase him to the other side. And then you can do the same thing that I just said earlier. Now here's one more thing. Actually, some more things. So here's something that that Manny told me way back in the day. So if Sonic side Bs and does this, he's forced to stay at full charge. And what you can do is you can backslash. And it doesn't really matter what he does from that position. Because if he releases it early, backslash is so ridiculously long range that so long as he doesn't release it to the point where he goes completely under you like that, he cannot really escape that position. Like, if he tries to hit you trying to iframe through it, I can't believe that worked. That's the first time I've ever seen it work. Never mind, I guess. That was a cheese strategy anyways. But it does work for the most part. Beyond that, if Sonic side Bs, and you spot dodge, and you don't get hit like I just did, he has such a ridiculous amount of lag after that. I'm going to try to demonstrate how much lag he has by trying to jump as quickly as possible. No, not there, not there, not there. Come on. Put Shulk out of range. There we go. That's such a ridiculous amount of lag. And it's ridiculous to the point that you can drop shield, slight charge forward smash, and release. And Sonic can't do anything about it. I don't know if I'll be able to demonstrate that with just one person. But let me try to slow down the game a little bit. So, boom. That was way too slow. Right there. He cannot do anything about that. He can't SDI out of the forward smash. He can't air dodge. He can't jump. He can't do anything. He has to eat the meaty 17%. And if you're in Buster, that's even more damage that he's eating. So anytime he side Bs, especially like, for example, no, anytime he neutral Bs, especially, for example, he side Bs, you block, and then he jumps out of the side B, and then does that, and you spot dodge, that's a free forward smash. And you need to be taking that damage. You can very much react to the neutral B. Look at how slow that is. You can 100% react to that. It's free. That's 100% free. And if you're not taking that, you're missing an opportunity. Now, if he is, if he bounces off your shield, then he has, he gets put farther away, and he gets to, like, up B out, and is relatively safe. Air Slash could work as well for kill option, but forward smash is stronger. Forward smash does, let me see, how much damage does Air Slash do? 11 total, compared to 17 from a slight charge forward smash. And it's safer too. So like Sonic might, if you're a little too slow on the draw with the Air Slash, or if he's slightly out of range, he can up B to escape, down air, and whatever, he's safe. But rapid tab, the B button on Sonic's end. If you rapid tab it, you can change the timing. Interesting. Yeah, it's a little bit different. Okay, that's interesting. I did not know that. Thanks for the tip. I think Manny even included it when he was showing me that. You can still react to it, but it is definitely harder to react to in that situation. Thanks for the tip. Like, for the most part, just watching for the late point of it, or aiming to spot dodge the it doesn't seem too big. The big thing that I learned that was super critical, you have to watch the VOD for, I just went over that in excruciating detail. I'll tell you about it later probably, if anything. Okay. And yeah, beyond that, some things to watch out for are like approaching up air, which that thing hits Shulk when he's standing and can combo if he short hops it. Kind of dangerous, that situation. Careful not to get overwhelmed, especially since he can combo up air to up air, up air, up B, up air. That's not fun to deal with. Things like up smash at the ledge. Just be very careful what your timing is. It's not nearly as powerful as Shulk's up smash at the ledge. You can usually block it. You're usually safe. And yeah, watch out for things like down-angled forward smash and silly things like that. Watch out for him watching for hold forward with his back airs. Back air is a kill move. He will end your life with it. If he goes off stage to edge guard you with back air, especially like things like silly things like that, you can usually just get around it with an air dodge and an reverse air slash and kill Sonic. I got Manny with that several times. It was a good time. Beyond that, if anyone has any other questions about the matchup, let me know. Any other comments, maybe something I missed. But I do think that about covers, well, that covers a lot. Oh, the difference between side B and down B. For the most part, if you see Sonic standing still while charging and having the purple glow, then it's just down B. If he's side B'ing, it's a white, yellowish glow. And there's a big difference with that. The down B is multi-hit, which means it does more shield pressure. But it's not invincible, so you can actually hit him when he does this. If he just goes for the down B, you can actually nair into him and win for free. And if he goes for the side B, you try nairing into him, you're gonna lose. You're gonna get bodied. Beyond that, not too much of a difference. It goes a bit faster. You can pivot grab the side B, especially if he goes relatively slower. If he tries doing this from a range where you can react to, you can definitely pivot grab that. It's gonna be very difficult for me to pivot grab with a single, with only one person here. But it's definitely something that's possible. Just don't try it in speed. Speed will send you too far away. You can't really use pivot grab defensively when you're in speed. You can pivot grab offensively extremely easily. But yeah, that about covers it. Overall, I'd say it's an even matchup. If it's in anyone's favor, it's in Sonic's, since there's still a lot of silly stuff that he's able to play out. But it's definitely not that bad. Shulk can time out Sonic almost as effectively as Sonic can time out Shulk, and Shulk is able to catch Sonic in his most vulnerable moments, as well as force him into those vulnerable moments through his sheer speed. Like, he turns on Speed Art, chases him down, and then forces him to come into an option, and then right there is where you can catch him. It's just every player has different tendencies, so you gotta watch out for those tendencies, especially if they're one to mix up. So if you keep that in mind, play safe, play smart, you should be fine in the match. Don't let one move decide everything. That one move is something that a lot of people struggle with dealing with, whether they play Shulk, whether they play whatever character in the game. You can't let that happen.